What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Wilson, and it's been a minute since I've done a live video on Wednesday. I think it's been 2 weeks. Travel, life, life. It happens. I haven't really launched a video on Sunday because travel, life. And there's just kind of a lot that's going on within the aquariums and things like that. So I do have to make a decision regarding some things, and that's why I'm doing this video in hopes that maybe you folks can help me make that decision. But first off, I want to say thank you to all of those who have served this amazing country. I am so grateful that you are willing to raise your hand and ultimately and potentially lay down your life to defend our freedoms, and I greatly appreciate that. So, yeah, it's Veterans Day. It's the 11th of November, and 2020 has flown by. But I'm going to show you some things, maybe get some ideas, and then you're going to help me make the decision on what we should do with something that I really haven't shown. But I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Also, if you're into Northfin Fish Food, Northfin USA has a 20% off discount, and it is till midnight tonight, I believe, or 11:59, and it's Veterans 20. That's it. Super simple. Otherwise, you can use code JWilson15 and get 15% off all of the other times. But let's discuss this tank real quick. So I'm working on the old lush green algae here, and I'm hoping that it takes, which it should. These guys splash like you would not believe. But I wanted to show you something because I don't know if you remember. She's still holding. Josh Cunningham says it's missing some gobies. Well, Josh, you just have to tell me when. I will, however, be in Dallas, Texas this weekend, actually, for something really cool. The Fish Gallery is opening their massive store. Yes, I will see you there at Fish Gallery. But they are opening their massive new store at the Addison Pet Yards. And I'm going to be there, I think, from 12 to 3. I may be there a little earlier, I'm not sure. But I'm actually really excited to see this store because I was watching it as it was progressing. And, back to this tank, though. So I want the green algae to come in. I'm rocking the Reef Brights. They're doing really well. And they're building what I need. So I can watch the Tropheus. This guy, it's almost like he's translucent. Do you see him? Getting his butt kicked. But everybody's looking good in here. I've only lost one, and there was really no aggression to it, I believe. Maybe stress. But they were sucked up to the intake, and I've only lost one. Now, I'm not even going to show you this tank. I'm not even going to turn the light on. But this is the red rainbow tank. I have 4 left. Aggression is the devil when it comes to Tropheus. But she still has not spit. I believe the babies are now like full-on fish in her mouth. But she's been holding a very, very long time. And I don't want to mess with her or what's happening in this aquarium. So I'm just allowing her to kind of do what she does. But I want to talk about, well, first, what do you want to see? You want to see the saltwater tank and what's up with that? And then the major question that I have? Or do you want me to ask the major question first and then do the other stuff? You tell me. But yes, we are missing some likes. This is one of those weird videos where it wasn't scheduled, and that's just kind of what happens. But, yeah, okay, so folks want to talk about Harvey. Tyler Smith. This female has been holding, where'd she go? For more than 2 weeks. Actually, I think it's been a month? 3.5 weeks, maybe? Yeah, have no idea. So I've got one for Harvey the saltwater tank. Wendy's just getting some work done here. Look at that. Good job, Wendy. And we're going to talk about Harvey, because as you notice, I've got some jugs here. But why? Well, I brought home this amazing fish called a blue spotted jawfish. I don't know if you can see him. Actually, you can. Just an absolutely stunning saltwater fish. One of the neat things that they do is they create a tunnel system. Nice jugs. That's what she said. They creates a really nice tunnel system underneath the substrate and the rocks. And what that does is allow them to maneuver and do their thing. Well, I had a female clownfish. I don't know if you can see it. See his nub? It's not looking very good. I had a female clownfish in here that was destroying him. And I don't know if he's going to do well. I mean, you can see him. He's shaking. He was fine. He'd built his tunnel system, and then Wendy helped me, but we ripped apart this whole aquarium. And I'm going to put on a filter to show you some of the new coral that I got. But just a pain in the butt that we had a fish that cost $6 mess with this guy who is just phenomenal. But that's Harvey. So I'm going to slip on this lovely yellowness and show you some of this coral. So this guy right here is a Goniopora. And as you can see down below, this thing hasn't opened up in, what would you say, babe? 4 months? 5 months? Maybe longer?
About that.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 months. But it looks like he's starting to open up again, so we're really excited. I got this hot rod from Carolina Aquatics right here that I'm highlighting. This is a branch coral, and when it is open, it is ridiculous. This is a torch. Nothing special other than it looks amazing and is super healthy. This is also from Carolina Aquatics. And then they're closed up for tonight, but got a couple nipples here. You can see that Zoa. That thing looks amazing. Move this over today, hopefully to save it. And then I got some stuff from Unique Corals. That rainbow right there. That Indo gold hammer. And then we can kind of swing around. I don't know the names of all these things, but you can see I've got some really colorful rock flower anemones. Ooh. Oh, she wants me to show you the mushroom. The mushroom is really crazy. Look at that. So when the blue lights are on, this thing just ridiculous. And then we've got the Mickey Mouse Goniopora. I believe that's what it is. I don't think we can, there we go. But it's closed up for the night. We've got some hammer and then a lot of rock flower nems. And then this, whoo, it'll happen soon. But everything's looking good. Ton of zoas. I just feel bad for this guy. I feel like it was my fault. But there's the male. I'll show you what he's rocking on there. You see that massively colored rainbow bubble tip? Look at that thing. Whoo! It's sexy once it gets out of there. So that's it. We had to restructure that because we had to put the female in there. Look at it. She's a jerk too. Let's see how she's doing. She should be doing okay, but I just don't even want to mess with her. I don't even want to mess with the tank. We got a ton of rock flowers in here. Some coral that I didn't think would make it. There's a bubble tip over there. But I'm going to be bringing some of this to a local store to see if they can revive it. But she is an absolute jerk. Super jerk. The vivariums are doing extremely well. And there is a special surprise in Liam's room. And if you're a part of the member program, you'll notice that I posted something about it. But the tank is gone. The red rainbows are in the other deal. So here's the major question. First of all, when I come in here, I just got back couple days ago, so I need to reorganize. But there it is. The custom aquariums Paludarium. Literally put it there, and that was all she wrote. As you can see, it is massive. Literally massive. It is 30 inches front to back. I'm going to be picking up part of the decor for this hot rod. But water to here, right? Sweet. And then rock, platform, dart frogs, lizards, fish, front pane glass, just crazy, crazy, crazy. It sits there and it can go closer to the wall. Canopy goes on, but I don't know. It's much bigger than I anticipated, even though I created the dimensions. I'm not sure. So the idea is, do we keep it here? Or, oh, Mando is, sit. Good boy. Look at him right there. Okay, come on. He likes to rush in the house. Come on. Come on, Mando. Oh, now he wants the cat. Okay. So, there. Hopefully Wendy's on board with this. Or here. It was really her suggestion. Or right here. So we could put it here. The only thing I'm concerned about is how deep. They said here. Like the first person just said here. So the only thing I'm concerned about is it's going to come out 30 inches. Yeah, there. That's 2 for yeah here. Okay. There and here, which is the same. But moving that tank opened it up, main room. We got 3 for the main room. I think if we get to 7, we're just going to put it here. You're going to have to help me move it, though. Okay. Promise? And then the mirror. Yep, by the TV. That's 4. Ooh, Krager's Fish said leave it where it's at. Mm-hmm. I still like this. I wish it was bigger. That's what she said. I was thinking here, but it'll be too deep. Nope, 7. I'll come help move it, somebody said. Adam Pooley. What's going on, buddy? Definitely the main room, multiple viewing angles. So this will just remain the way it is. May put something on the wall. And then no drama. I'll just come pick it up. You don't have to worry about where to put it. And then it would go here and potentially move this mirror. She thinks there, but I don't know. Right there.
What's the height on it again? On the stand?
With the canopy?
With the canopy.
It's like 700 feet tall.
If it's the height of that mirror, I think, which I think it is, I think
It'll look amazing. It'll do well.
It'll do well.
It'll do well right here, everyone. But yes, there is good power. Look at this. Boop. I mean, really, anywhere I put it.
Use the dog mattress, the dog thing. Is that like 30 inches?
What? Is it?
I don't know. I'm asking just for
Boop.
a visual reproduction.
All right, well, let's measure the dog bed. Hold on. You guys are, oh, look at this. Look at Wendy's little, and Zetlight doing their thing. Zetlight in the house. I'll do a little sneak peek after we measure this out, folks. This is just real. This is raw. This could suck for some people, but I don't even know how to measure for 30 inches because
your feet are like a foot.
where you put what? No. Where you put something, it's supposed to stay or get placed back like this. I borrowed this from right here. I'll put that right there. But where's the tape measure?
It's probably in your office somewhere.
I think it would look nice in either location. Wendy said it's... That's not helpful. Dude, hey, have you been to the new Fish Gallery in Addison yet? No, but I will see you there Saturday. Look at her. She comes in the room like she knows what's up. Look, she's just... I didn't touch it. I didn't. Also, for anybody that cares, I am selling all of the newer Ninja Turtle stuff. Oh, we got Liam. He's into like almost glow-in-the-dark stuff. Check this out. He's really into rainbow things. I am. That's why I grabbed the light. So he's into Godzillas right now. And I think this, I forgot what year this is. This guy, it looks like slime. He doesn't know that he got this yet, but whoa, look at that. He is going to lose it. The thing looks sweet.
Does it glow?
Yeah. It glows really well. So this is, he's just into these right now. I wish he wasn't, only for the sheer fact, I want to know what year this one was. But they're heavy, so when he fights with them, it hurts. So what I was saying is I'm going to get rid of all of the new Ninja Turtle stuff. I'm keeping the Funko Pops and that sort of thing, the Ghostbuster Pops. But anything that was non-legit retro, I'm getting rid of. And I'm only going to focus in on collecting Funko Pops for Ninja Turtles and anything from 88 to 92. I've got more down here that I have to that I have to work on. So I think Wendy went to the garage. Main room for sure. It looks too large where it's at now. So that's the thought. We didn't realize how deep it was. 30 inches. Whoa, Tiff and I, thank you very much for the $50 super chat. That was definitely not needed, but greatly appreciated.
Okay.
No, seriously, it was greatly appreciated, and you're welcome for help. I mean, anytime. So we're measuring here for the big Paludarium from...
Like it's much deeper.
Woo! It's not. Go. Let's go measure it. So Wendy's got her sweet. I almost feel like she's a ninja with all the black on. So we're gonna measure. She seems to think that it's much deeper. Oh, much deeper, she said.
Okay, it's but 2 inches.
Oh, okay. So it's not much deeper. Okay, so 32 inches to the front of the. Okay,
for good measure.
folks. How are we going to give it an extra inch?
Because look at the front of the...
Oh, my Lanta. So, you don't even want to be on camera. You're measuring. So it's a Canadian measurement. All right, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. I think there. 2 inches makes a big difference. Hey, yo. No?
I think it looks good there.
So you walk in. What did Liam say today when we went into GameStop? Bow chicka bow bow. What did he say? Bow chicka bow wow. According to Liam, he's using that wrong. But it will get viewed much better, and we can probably shift it a little further down. But I think...
Because you don't think it cuts off the entryway.
Well, it's massive.
But it is glass.
It's gargantuan.
I didn't realize the cabinet was so big. And solid wood. So.
Brown chicken, brown cow. We're going to vote right now. Literally, you say here or there. So here for the Paludarium.
Just say 1 or 2.
No, that's confusing.
Here or there.
Or there. Or you could just say office or main room. See, folks caught on. They caught on. They said here, here, here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Krager's fish yet again being the opposite. Here, main room. So that's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, Edgar, move it. I'm not moving it right now. So I guess ideally, here, I'm voting twice like the election. So ideally, if I could have moved this there and this here, it would do better. But also remember, This has a very light lip. It's not even very deep. So once it sits on there, I mean, it's pretty massive. I was gonna move my desk out, but I mean, granted, none of that's up. The doors aren't on. It's crazy right now. Oh, thank you. This is actually I was waiting for the new Apple Watch to come out, and I just haven't even really looked at it, but this is like some cheap version. Mr. Perfect or Greg the Hammer Valentine. What? Set the hood on the floor to get an idea of size. Oh, Mermaid's Reef. No, see, she's going to try to claim she had the idea. Hey, babe, can you grab the canopy to bring it over there to see what it's like? Please. This is what everyone wants to see. Right? Just say yes if you want Wendy to move the canopy for us. Yes. Yay! She still has her jacket on like she's going to run away.
I'm not going to run away.
Yes, please. Oh, here she comes. Here she goes. I'm moving stuff for you.
Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom. Look at her go. Go get it. Go, woman. That's what they said, not me. Girl power. She went the heart. Oh, look at the moves. Look at them muscles, they said. I know her jacket, she's flexing.
What's heavy is this mirror.
Well, I'm not moving the mirror.
Well, we can just place it down.
Okay.
To get an idea. Oh, I guess that's not bad.
She's going to try to move the mirror. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to slide it down.
Way too big for the TV room. So it didn't even go there. I don't know. She's really going at it.
Well, this is how you get the...
This is it. She said this is how you get the feel. Yeah, up.
It's like a hula hoop?
Yep, it's a hula hoop.
Okay.
Much respect for Veterans Day. Well, thank you very much. Perfect. That's what somebody said. Actually, let me give you the girl power. Women getting things done. Mermaid's Reef with the idea. Wendy with the implementation. Solution, Jay. Just buy a bigger TV and make it proportionate. Okay. I cannot afford a bigger TV. Mr. Perfect. Who is that? They keep saying Mr. Perfect. I don't know what. Dipsy do Dunkaroo? I don't know. What up, J-Mo Tanks? So, I don't know. I don't think it's too big. Needs to go 3 64 inch to the right. Oh, no, to the left, they said.
To the left? I feel like...
Oh, WWE wrestler. You were in the military, right, Jay? Yes. 13 years. So, if I'm sitting here, I'm watching the TV, she's going to stab you. She probably will. Bang. I don't know. That's pretty legit. That's pretty legit. Right there. I think if it just went over a little bit more, like if it covered, line up the wood floor. Yeah, it would probably make it too crowded in here. This is the weird thing. I believe this was done after the fact. Now, remember, folks, we're renting, so we're not going to be here forever. Hopefully, the housing market's okay when it's time. But, yeah, if it needs to move a little closer to the TV to line up with the wood flooring. Yeah, but if we did, I mean, I get what they're saying. Then it would really be just too massive. But it's only temporary. How long, Wendy? 6 months? 6 months. Yeah, everybody's saying it needs to line up. So, she's not liking it. Well, I agree, though. I think if it did, and we can move the woofer. Woof, woof, woof.
The animals will.
Too close. Move it to the right, Cunningham said. Josh, to the right is the opposite way.
See, I don't mind that it's over the line, so then it kind of melts the two areas together.
So let me show you what they did. Whoever did this tile, it was a DIY job. Let me show you the DIY job. Now, granted, it looks good, but it's off. And I forgot where it's at.
There's like a million, what do they call them, toe jammers?
Toe kickers.
Oh, yeah.
You will kick your toe. Look at the spacing. Yowzers. I don't know, folks. I think it's going to look good there. What do you think? I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of something Wendy's been cooking up. I don't think y'all are ready. Well, you have no choice, I guess. Well, you do. You could just hit end or exit. Look at her behind us. She looks really mad.
I am not mad. Do I have RBF?
So, folks, let's vote. We're going to vote. She asks if sitting at your desk, Tropheus at your back, and Paludarium at your front. All right, before I ask the question. Yeah, but I got the Congo tank, too. I just put this floating rock in there. She's about to throw a chancla at you. This guy just keeps, now I know, because he said Ricky Steamboat, don't answer the question, it's a trick. All right, folks, everyone answer the question. It is not a trick. Wendy asked, does she have RBF?
But now I'm not resting.
No.
So
Does she have RBF? Of course. The first person says no.
maybe it is a trick question.
No. It's two for the no. Negative, Ghost Rider. I'm waiting for the one. Kreger's fish. He's always the opposite. Nope. Maybe. Plead the fifth. No, she doesn't. I like these answers. Nope. Yes. Big Daddy Wap Wap. Tell her yes, then say really beautiful face.
Oh.
Like this? Yeah, you do. It's a really beautiful face. Okay. No, it didn't. It didn't work. Resting beautiful face. All right, you ready? Shabam! Here it is. I like to get into trouble and instantly dig myself out. So this is the beta area. The fraternity?
Fraternity condo.
It's the fraternity condo.
I don't know. Frat house.
A frat house. So this is the frat house. The frat flats over here. We've got one more. I don't know. We don't have another beta to do one more. So why did you need... So she was telling me I didn't have enough filters.
Well, I would like it to be even.
Oh. So now she wants to get another beta. Do you just show up with aquariums or talk to her? So I was like, hey, I'm got a place in Texas, and I was hoping maybe you wanted to date me. And she was like, oh, that'd be great. Yeah, sure. What are your hobbies? And I was like, I like to look at fish underwater. And she's like, oh my goodness, snorkeling, scuba diving. Are you certified? And I was like, it's... And then, fish tanks. Actually, no. She already knew that I was into fish tanks. And she is just as bad as I am. And don't even say you're not, because let me show you. She won't let me take that one down. I got to tell you that story. Seriously, remind me to tell you that story. I have 87 roommates, but they breathe underwater, so it's fine. Hey, that's a good one. I need to tell you that story seriously. Do not let me forget. And for those that stayed, this is mind-blowing. In all of the years that I've ever kept a fish, the way this happened, I never knew it was possible. Yeah, she knew who I was, J-Dubs. That's what somebody said. I didn't say that. Okay, her desk aquarium, her bookshelf aquarium. She also procured one of my betas. Walk over here. She tries to say that I have more tanks. Who's got more tanks? Look at all these. And now she wants one more so that it's even. But let's seriously talk about it.
Use that as a propagation tank.
So no, we do not grow weed. Somebody just asked. But we're using it as propagation for her houseplants. As you can see, she has a lot of those, which those just showed up. I did not know the extent of that. So whether it is plants or crystals,
Rocks.
I have no idea. It's like, when I combine this with my pothos, I get an aura of peace. No, really, I have no idea. Actually, one of these got stuck in her foot. I believe it was this one. She didn't want me saying that, but my wife would kill me if I got rid of my Burchardi tank. This one looks like it dropped, and she was complaining that her foot hurt. Is she Captain Planet? Yeah. Wind, water, heart, go planet. Captain Planet, she's our hero. Gonna make plants just keep going. Yeah, no, so
The goal is to place some of those in the paludarium.
so yes, we do have, these are not doing very well, by the way. Are you taking,
That one's looking a little sad.
it is very sad. So we scored these for the Paludarium, but anyways, let me get back to this because we're getting sidetracked. I have to get to something serious. We were not going to put any filtration on here. What? Is this a, I didn't put that there.
That was the one that I stepped on.
Oh my goodness, there's just too many of these things. So I wasn't going to put any filters on these because we were just going to do a normal water change once a week. But then we started to travel and we realized, oh crap, maybe we should look into inexpensive filtration. So this is what she wanted. This is what she got. And we are going to heat them potentially with some ideas you folks had. You ever going to get stock peacocks again? Potentially, but that's not something I would want to discuss right now because she's sitting right there. But these are going to sit under. We got a few of them, and they will go under here to heat them from the bottom. Not sure we need to right now because the Zet lights are doing extremely well. Look at how sexy those Zet lights are. Look at this. Whew. Shoo. So we've got 8, 9 in terms of tanks, but everybody is doing well that is still doing well. Yes, we did lose some. Not sure why. But yes, Tropheus are my favorite cichlid. They have become that way. Oh, I love this guy right here. This guy is also pretty fire too. But they're doing really well. We added the plants. Look at them. And we feed North Fin and yes, bloodworms. My beta from NC Beta Fish is doing well too. Thanks for telling me about them. Yeah, all of these except 2 of them are from NC Beta Fish. Let me show you the other one she has. I'm way behind. Where did you get those beautiful tanks? Those are Mr. Aqua tanks. This is Blanco Rage. Watch this. Blanco is not afraid. When is it time? I don't even get what you're trying to say, dude. But he's always hungry. And then there's another one in there. So those are all from NC Beta Fish and MB Beta. One of the MB Betas, the Samurai. And then I named him Moa, which is Ben Beta's last name. Moa. I want to learn how to breed beta fish so bad. I have no idea yet. Jay, I may be Jamaican Canadian, but respect and honor the service personnel around the world that has to continue to make it safe for the rest of us. Story time. I greatly appreciate it. It was something I enjoyed doing, and I would do it all over again, honestly. Your thoughts on the Patriots? I haven't watched sports this year at all. So my thoughts are whatever's happening. I can't make decisions for them. Okay. This is going to blow your mind. Are starter kits better for new fish keepers or build a tank, 1 per gallon sail type? It honestly depends on your space. I would go with that. Look at your space, look at your budget, and figure it out. An all-in-one kit would probably be better for a first-time fish keeper if that's the size tank you need. How do I know when it's the right decision to end a fish's life if you think they're sick but don't really know? So the story I'm about to tell you is kind of part of that. It's going to blow your mind, and I'm going to reenact what happened. So I've been keeping fish off and on since I was the normal, like 8, 9 years old. I had a comet or a goldfish, and man, I microwaved the water without the fish in there, and that fish had jumped out of the bowl, or I dropped the bowl and smashed it, put the fish back in a cup, and it lived, I think it was like 9 years and some change, okay? Fish was never out of water for more than, I don't know, seconds if it jumped out or if I dropped it and it survived that long. But what I'm about to tell you still baffles me because I don't know what transpired. Let me see if you can see him. You guys remember that dickhead shell dweller? Sorry, I used a bad word, but you see him? He just swam right in there. Looks like a jerk to me, right? Or maybe he's thanking me. But he looks like a jerk. Would we agree? Yes, we agree. HEPA Aquatics, thank you so much. Actually, what transpired now makes me want to keep a full tank of just them. So let me show you. I am not kidding you. No exaggerations. We didn't use the front door, did we? Did we use the garage door?
I think we never used.
Well, we've been using that one. So let's just say I came in from this door. I'm already telling a false story. Come in through the garage. This is what I see, right? Everything looks normal, nothing. I walk over this way, and I was going this way because of something that's in Liam's room that I wanted to check on. And I immediately looked here, and I saw the cat sitting in a weird way, just right by the edge of the couch. And I'm like, wait, what? So he doesn't normally do that. I'm trying to call his name. You're about to see a cat fight with a dog right now. So I walk up, and as I walk up, the fish is right here. So he jumped. Don't know why he jumped, honestly, because there's nothing else in there but him. And the cat's here. So I don't know if the cat touched him, but let's just say he was there. When I looked at him and I went to kind of get closer, he was dry. I mean, completely dry. There wasn't even watermarks here. I touched him, nothing. I went to pick him up, and I noticed his gill plate. It was like a faint movement. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I just tossed him in the tank. Look at that. Dry. No slime coat. Dry. He had some messed up scales. His fins were tattered. Did you see his fin? Completely healed. There is almost zero water movement. Where'd he go? You can hear him moving stuff around in here. No, there he is. He's watching. I can't let him go. I mean, I don't want to let him go now. Josh Cunningham and I always have this conversation. I think it's like a Telmatochromis something. But look at him. He looks fine. Fins are good. You can see he's got a little nick on his head. But I didn't see it, but he clearly jumped out and just laid there to his death. That's it. And I come pick them up, and I did do this. You can see there's debris in the intake. I removed the debris and in hopes that water flow and that would help. But when I got up in the morning, he was swimming around like nothing had happened. Now, granted, when I first put him in there, I didn't think he would make it. He was on his side, so I kind of like shoot him. You can see where he's at now. He likes to hide in these rocks, but I kind of shoot him so he was facing that way. I don't think the cat pulled him out. I mean, it's hard to say, but crazy story usually takes 3 to 5 minutes for fish to die. And like I said, dry. So I don't know how long I'm not even going to assume how long. But holy cow. So I don't know if the cat took him out. Evil, look. Evil. Don't know. But that's insane. And I haven't really done research to see if anybody's ever experienced it, but I called. So my boss has been, but what kind of sign is that? So I called my boss, he was like born in a 10-gallon aquarium. He's literally been in the industry. His first job wasn't a real job because he was so young, but he would wipe the glass of all the aquariums in the aquarium shop that his parents owned. And he's just been in the aquarium industry his whole life. And I called him, I said, hey, question, have you ever had this happen? And he said one time, and I don't remember what fish he said it was, and he said it was insane. And he's never seen it again. And so that's somebody that's been in the industry, what is he, mid-40s, late 40s? So let's say 30 years, 30 plus years he's been in the industry. And he's heard of it one time. It's insane. And I'm baffled, like I go by, I don't want anything to happen to him because, he's doing his thing. So Wendy's like, well, why don't you just put him in the other tank where he was before? I'm like, I don't even want to move him now. I want him to live the rest of his days like that because he's got some, or maybe the cat has healing powers. Maybe the cat was like, summon a soul, gotcha. I don't know. We'll never know. And I don't have any cameras inside the house to showcase it, but that's insane. Also, I did move the zebra plecos out over here, little whale canister filter. They're in there, they're doing great. This water flow, I'm rocking 2 of these hot rods and a canister filter to make sure that the water is clean and flowing. But they're always hiding in there, so I just gotta wait until we could sell them so that I can free up stuff. Have you ever bred him or that species? I haven't. I had him and a female, and he murdered both of them. And that's it in a nutshell. But gobies from Cunningham cichlids will go in here. This is really turning out to be one of my favorite tanks of all time. The scape that came about, the algae that's happening, the fish, their color, the way they school. Yeah, they're not colorful, but seriously, it doesn't get better than that. Excellent little pumps, move water like crazy. Well, yeah, that's why I took the job. I knew the product was solid, and it's just one of those things. I said I wasn't going to show you this, but I don't know. This just really irks me. This is my favorite fish. He sacrificed them to gain immortal healing powers. Maybe. These guys are just ruthless. I think it was just the temperament of these specific colony, but I had 15 of them, and then they just went to town and started murking each other. They splash all day, beating the living snot out of one another. There's 4 of them in there last time I checked. All they do is chase. You can see it right now. There's darting across the aquarium. And this is just temporarily set up till, I find somebody that has Kasanga Red Rainbow that may want them. I can get them to him locally. But yeah, he's a Cyberdine System T800. Isn't that from like Terminator or something? Had a betta fish that jumped, found it an hour later, was pretty crispy, saw its gill move, put it in the tank. About an hour after that, it was swimming around like nothing happened. See, to me, and it's still crazy that you had that happen, but aren't they osmoregulators so they can breathe in water and breathe out of water? So, although still crazy, I got to give it to my man over here for only being able to breathe underwater. Search up movie space what? I can't do that. Somebody asked me if I do TikTok. I do not. I started it as a joke a while ago, and it was like a joke alter ego. What was it? Samantha. And it was just silly, but I do reels on Instagram. I have fun with it. I got so much going on. I mean, maybe we can end with something like this. Like, you want to ask something about my personal life? We got 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Ask it. Whatever you want to ask. Huh?
Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what I wish for? I trust them. What's my favorite movie?
Oh, that's a good one.
What genre? If it's comedy, Step Brothers, Wedding Crashers, Dumb and Dumber. Action, Man on Fire, hands down. Tears of Sun. Do you love your wife? Well, we ain't married. She hasn't put a ring on it, y'all. But yes, I do. Full Metal Jacket's a good one. I don't even know what you'd categorize that as, a war movie. I don't know. Snapback or Fitted. Snapback all day. Somebody said, search up Space Movie 1992 on live right now. Somebody said, do it. Don't search that. Is what somebody else said. Yeah, I mean, Full Metal Jacket's good. There is so much room for activities, but the more tanks you add, the less room for activities that need to be done here. But Saturday, I will be Addison Pet Yards in Texas, and I will be in California, December or something, before Christmas. Just do it. It's a good movie. Tropheus or peacocks, which one is more colorful? Oh my goodness. Well, you can mix peacocks, so I would say that. But if it was just going for personality, I think Tropheus have far more personality. I remember when I was shipping out to PI, the liaison's office had Full Metal Jacket on repeat. Yowzas. Do you ever come to Houston? Yes, been to Houston many times actually. What part of Cali? Probably gonna fly southern, fly into San Diego area and go all the way up to Sacramento. Nike or Adidas? Just do it. Does Wendy mind if we follow her on Instagram? She seems fun and positive, but don't know if she wants extra people following her. Wendy, fun and positive? Yeah, absolutely. No, she is. But yeah, you can go follow her. It's not that complicated.
Correct.
But it is complicated because that's long. That's long.
That's not long.
She's complicating things right now. Look at her.
It's not that complicated.
Best local fish store in Houston. Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that in the job I work on, but I've got a lot of friends that have stores in Houston, and I support them all. Let's see. Are you happy Biden won? Did he? Happy? I mean, what did anybody win? I mean, if Trump won, what did anybody win? And if Biden won, what did anybody win? So to say, am I happy? Yeah, I am. I'm happy I live in the United States of America. And I truly mean that. And if you think a lot of the stuff I say is, I don't know, just for camera, do you think I bleed red, white, and blue, Wendy?
Yes. Out of your eyeballs.
Out of my eyeballs. No, I love this country, and yeah. And I will always, regardless of my feelings, support the commander-in-chief, because it's not an easy job, right? The president of the United States is not an easy job, and they're not the ones making all of the decisions. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't care if you're left, you're right, you're up, you're down. No matter what, it happens. You're going to get somebody that you may not agree with. And honestly, are they making the changes in your life completely? Are you still in the military? No. I got out in 2013. It was a requirement to get out in 2011 by the current president. They were doing forced man cuts. And now I was in the reserves for a little bit and finally got medically discharged from everything. I think somebody else asked a couple of questions. Happy Veterans Day, bro. Thank you for your service. Mr. Wagner, thank you. I'm out. Dipsy-doo dunkaroo, baby. See ya. Fish Room Fever 2024. Are you into classic cars and what kind? I would love to get my original car back, and that's a 87 Cutlass. I do like classic cars, not much from the 80s other than like the 442. I wouldn't mind having a Challenger, maybe even a Charger, but a WS6 Trans Am would be sweet. And yes, I know Dan from 360. Great show, brother. Hoo-ah. Actually, I was even skeptical to do this video just because I was so tired. I just exhausted. And I got a message that I can actually see my son today, which was like surprising, and we jumped on it. Shell dwellers or haps? Right now, shell dwellers, because I'd keep that. Tropheus all day, every day. Come to Virginia. I was just there. I was in Virginia Beach and I was in Roanoke. You guys got to stay on top of this stuff. I quit raising African cichlids, switched up to tetras. So glad I did. I've got some Congo tetras. Tetras are great, and I appreciate it. I mean, sometimes we have to move on. I'm keeping Tropheus. I'm keeping bettas. I'm keeping Saltwater Aquarium. It all changes. Did you bring Wendy into the hobby, or was she involved before? She has worked in the industry for a little bit, and I knew her when she was with a rival food company. Turns out I was right. The company's not as good as Northfin, but at the end of the day, she's been around aquatics for a few years, and yeah, I mean, she wasn't keeping fish. I helped to make her first aquarium, but not Richmond or Northern Virginia. No, not yet. I want a Dodge Omni. What? That doesn't even sound good. Let's see. Did I miss any? Let's see. Had a Brichardi beat up my 10-inch Petrochromis. That was 1970 when I knew nothing about cichlids, so don't blame me. I do not blame you. We all learn. My son is adorable. Yeah, he is cute, but he can be like every kid that's about to be 4. Rest in peace, Little Uzi. Who's Little Uzi? I don't know them. Any thoughts on Kiernan cichlids? They're beautiful fish, but everything I keep researching tells me they could easily become a tank disruptor. I mean, if that's what you're seeing, you got to remember, anything you read online when it comes to fish is all based off of multiple actions of that fish, right? So Petrochromis, everybody will say, it is a beast, it is a beast. The fish are savages, don't keep them in large tanks. Tropheus, you can get them to cohabitate, etc. They're cohabitated in my last tank. And then they did not cohabitate with themselves. And Petrochromis, as that person just said, had a smaller cichlid beat it up. But I always say, don't go against the grain just because it's something that you want to do. Because 9 times out of 10, it will not be good. Do you have a hard time seeing your son? Yes and no. So the quick answer is I get him first, third, and fifth weekends, but I am traveling, right? So when travel happens, I like to shift my weekends. When I shift my weekends, I can rest assured 9 times out of 10, I will be told no. And do I think it's fair to him? Heck no. Is it fair to me? Heck no. But the blame will be put on me that I made the decisions that I made and I got the divorce because that's, what I did, and this is what happens. However, that's not what happens, because that's between two adults, not a child, and the child should never, ever have to deal with that, as long as that parent is not a dirtbag. Now, can I be a jerk sometimes? Yeah, I mean, we're human. But I don't have any addictions. I'm not in trouble with the law. I have a roof over my head. I have a steady job. I am very, very grateful for my life. But I would give up a lot of it so that I can see him more. The best thing to happen to me is when my kids' mom and myself decided to co-parent. Been trying. I'm still trying to find a 72 Mustang. Woo! Yeah. A 72 Mustang would be nice. Telmatochromous temporalis. That's it. Ever kept Burchardies? Those are my favorite. I have not, but they are beautiful. So yeah, it is a little bit hard to see him. Like, he was supposed to go to a birthday party this weekend. I'm going to Dallas, so I asked, could I see him Friday and then Sunday? Just because. And then the birthday party turned into going out of town, and so I said, could I see him this week? And she asked me what day, and I said, any day. You tell me what time, and I'll be there. And she chose 5:30 to 7:30, and I was there. It's not a lot of time, but it's time. So yeah, I got time for a couple more questions, and then I want to relax. Hit me with them. Grand slams, crazy, crazy questions. I don't care. I don't hide much. What?
I was going to ask you, when are you going to do the reveal of the new, the tank?
The reveal of the new? I don't want to say something and then I can't execute it, right? Follow through. There's a video coming of the reveal of what's happening. If you remember, you know what that tank is and what's in there for my son. Somebody said, tell her you're coming to pick up your son and you have your rights. I wish that was that easy, actually, but it's not. MOS, it's called a rate in the Navy, and I was a Master at Arms with a classification in Executive Protection, Counterterrorism. Just keep being there. Went through the same as a kid. Always knew my dad was like a rock and was a call away. Yeah, and that's what I try to do. Honestly, this person right here, one of the biggest encouragers to me, because I'm very, very hard on myself. So you're right, and I will be there for him no matter what, and I tell him that, I mean, literally every time. Way cool. My MOS feels lame. Or are you like a truck driver? You like sports? If so, what's your favorite? Favorite sport of all time is baseball. It truly is. But I do like to play quite a bit of sports. And if you know, the ankle's starting to feel a little better. Still gets swollen. But I can watch any sport, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be baseball. And it's because my dad and I spent a lot of time doing some stuff. Chuck Wire said no, he was a commo guy. Actually, communications isn't bad. I used to ride with commo all the time. Go Astros. No. The Astros, no. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. My dad and I drove 2 hours to get my sisters many weekends just to have my mom change her mind last minute. So fortunately, I'd never had that happen because I don't know what my emotions would be at that time. But, I mean, that's why we moved to Oklahoma. I was driving. It ended up being roughly about 4 hours by the time you got gas, and then would pick up Liam and come back. And so it was very rough on everyone. So what advice would you have for a first-time dad? My wife and I just found out that we're expecting our daughter in March. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Advice? Be patient. And never turn down a moment to pick them up. In any way. I don't care how long your day is at work. I don't care how much stress you've been through. When little daughter or little son or big daughter or big son is excited to see you, pick them up. Spiritually, mentally, physically, pick them up. and have a lot of tissues because, yeah, you find yourself far more emotional. But one of the things that I thought prior to going into, seeing my son be delivered was, I don't want to say my life flashed before my eyes, but there are a lot of things. Did I do this right? Did I do this right? And we can do that. We can say, oh, we shoulda, woulda, coulda, didda, but we didn't, right? So now we have this moment to change anything that we needed to change. And that's it. For you and your wife, communicate. You hear me? Communicate everything. I don't care how uncomfortable the communication feels. Have it. Have it. Promise you. It's better in the long run. Trust yourself. You know your kid better than you. Enjoy life. Look at life through her eyes. Do you like hunting? So I actually had this conversation with somebody, Tanner at Prestigious Worldwide Corals. First time I was ever hunting a deer, I couldn't shoot it. Times are different. I'm different, so yes, now I could. But if I was to continue to go hunting, which I haven't done in quite some time, I'm not going to sit in a tree stand. I'm not going to sit on, I'm not going to kick open the old picnic chair and be like, all right, bro, I'll drop the corn. We'll just wait for the 8-point to come and we'll just lock and load and blast. No, I can't hunt like that because that's not hunting. So yes, I think I could hunt, but no. How dare you, Jay? I shall smite you for hating the Astros. I don't hate them. I don't like them. Just kidding. You can like whatever team you want, and I'll still like you as a person. Yeah, me and the Astros are not on talking terms. Put it that way. Go Nationals. Both my sons and I are in their 40s, and I tell them I love them every day, and I have for them always. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. One more, and then I'm gone, because I got some Buffalo Trace to take care of tonight, boys and girls. And Wendy's still in her jacket, so I really think she's leaving. She makes it like it's cold in the house. Is it cold in here?
No, I'm so comfortable.
Thank you, Renee. I feel comfortable. This is my nice jacket. This is my sitting in the couch jacket. This is nice. Like, what kind of jacket is that? This is my leisure jacket. What kind of jacket is it?
It's my couch sitting jacket.
This is my couch sitting jacket. Like, what is it? Then she goes, I'm going to put on this jacket. I'm going to sit on this couch. I ain't playing games. What is your favorite thing to do in this hobby? Impact. It's fashion men don't understand. Yeah, I just bought this $300 jacket, and it's really comfortable, especially when I'm sitting on my couch watching Desperate Housewives of Nashville. Is that a...
That's not a thing.
Okay, it's not. Apparently, it's not one. She's going to say, you want to feel how hard I can punch. My favorite thing to do in the hobby is impact, and I'll give you a quick story, and if questions come in, I'll answer those, and then we're going to call it. But I was in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I posted this on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go do it, please. But I heard this grandmother, which turned out to be a great-grandmother, and she's like, no, you can't, no. And then I kind of like look over, and there's this young little guy, which I thought maybe he was like 5 or 6, but apparently as humans, we get smaller and smaller. He's like 9, and he wanted to fish. Dad okayed it. Great-grandma had to pay for it. So I walk up. She's like, he wants a bunch of fish. We don't know what we're doing, and, can you help us? I could have said, no, I don't work here. I could have said, let me go get you somebody. I could have said, nah, sorry, I work for Cichlids, and we sell pumps, buy those, and walk out. But 1, that's not me. 2, that's not what was needed in this moment. And 3, this was my chance for impact. So I got to his level. I wanted to know what he was thinking, what he wanted, what his ideas were. And of course, he wanted to keep a ton of fish in a small aquarium. So I asked great grandma how much money we got to spend. She tells me, I immediately in the back of my head said, oh boy, you're in for a rude awakening. We look around, we gather all the supplies, and we're probably close to about $75. And he still doesn't have a light. And it's a small tank. I convinced him one betta, let's learn how to keep it, and we'll go from there. So great grandma says, okay, don't exceed $100. So in that moment, I realized that we were going to set him up for failure. And the reason being was because he needed to have some room in terms of something going wrong. So if we had a 2-gallon aquarium, something goes wrong, it's over. So we wanted to get him the biggest aquarium we could. So I told great grandma, you take care of the aquarium. We went with an all-in-one, came with the light, the filtration, the whole thing. I think it was around like 3.5 gallons or whatever. I said, I'll take care of the rest. So we got him a Cichlids filter. I got the substrate. I got the fish. We got Northfin beta food. Got some plants for him. And I gave him my YouTube channel. And so, yeah. The feeling that I got, not just doing it, but watching him, like, great grandma goes, no, you can't do that. But going down to his level and saying, look, you want to keep 2 of these really cool fish together. However, they can't live together. And this is why. And then it was like, okay. And I said, let's do this. And I've been on this thing. It's like, let's make a deal. I said, you keep 1 fish alive for a couple months. And then come back to this store and we'll make sure you get another one. And so the idea was try to slide him into a female beta, which we did. We found a really nice blue one so that when he comes back to get another female beta, the guy that I know at the shop will take care of him. Everything will be good. And it was the impact, maybe not just for him, but maybe great grandma, maybe mom and dad, maybe family and friends. Maybe it's a story they tell. They don't have to know me. They don't have to know my name. They don't have to know what it was. But the idea is we just brought one more person into this amazing hobby, and the potential impact to bring more in is that much greater. And it's probably a feel-good thing for a lot of folks that are going to hear the story from their perspective. And we need that. So impact is my favorite thing. That was a long, long explanation for that. But that's it. Go out, have some impact. Or scroll through Facebook. Or watch the news. Whatever you want to do, all of the drama, you can save it for your mama. And here's why. Nothing you read, nothing they say, nothing that happens on TV, scrolling, will change your life that dramatically. Every political candidate steps on stage and says, ladies and gentlemen of America, I'm going to bring you change. Change for the people. Change for your dogs, your fish, policies. We will be better in every way than we were the last 4 years. Why is it the same thing? Because guess what? No, don't put an arowana in a planted aquarium. It'll probably jack a lot of it up. But what will happen is not much change will come about other than the way we feel. We'll get hostile because that's the way folks wanted us to feel. And at the end of the day, the only one that can make that change is who? Wendy? You. You. Us. That's it. That really is it. Well, 2020 sucks, y'all. It really freaking sucks. I'm tired. I gotta go to my job every day. This virus, this pandemic. Elections just stupid. I'm stressed. Well, it's almost over, right? Because 2020 was that way for you. So when 2021 hits the ticker, is it better? Or do you have to do something to make it better? Get up earlier, or be consistent in the time you get up, and go to bed at a better time. When you wake up, don't look right at your phone. When you go to bed, don't look right at your phone. If you don't want to be upset about the things that are happening that truly, really aren't ripping your life from you, then don't watch it. Don't scroll. You don't have to be on Facebook. You don't have to be on Instagram. You don't have to watch the news. I mean, think about what we did 20 years ago when something happened in North Korea. Or think about what happened in the United States, in California 20 years ago before we had this. We're live right here. It's going down. We didn't know. It took days, right? It was a more simpler time. We can still get that way. We can still be that way. But it's just like junk food. Moderation. Everything in moderation is ideal. Whether you're keeping fish, finances, everything in moderation is okay. It's when we consume too much of it that it potentially damages who we are. To include keeping fish. You keep way too many aquariums and you can't handle it. You get stressed, you get frustrated, and there's a chance that you may not be here anymore in the industry. A hobby, having fun. Moderation. Let's look at it. Jay is smarter than he thinks he is. Pfft. Jay is something, but I don't know if it's that. So folks, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate the super chats. I greatly appreciate the support, the memberships, the Instagram follows, the conversations that we get to have, even some of you folks one-on-one. Saturday, Addison Pet Yards, Dallas, Texas. I will be there having a blast, 12 to 3. Come one, come all. Bring your questions. We will be talking all there is to be talked about when it comes to fish. And it's not holler. You know what's next. Holla. Wendy?
Holler.
Just when you thought this was going to be a good ending.
Holla la 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 la.
What? Holla la 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 la?
About that time.
Have a great night, folks. I can't find